Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live hosted by me. Sorry, I really wanted to go stick around on my last live, but I had to eat dinner. I was just so hungry. I haven't eaten all day, so I think we're gonna continue talking about what we talked about last time. I think that was a really good topic. So, tell me your guys' favorite movie. Let me do a question and A right here, and we'll see where it goes. Or no, tell me your favorite TV show. There we go. Favorite TV show. There we go. All right. Start questions. There we go. All right. Hello. How are you? Hello, Asif. How are you? So, as I mentioned last time, The Sopranos was pretty much number one, and then I think number two, the runner-up was The Walking Dead because I like the dynamic. I don't think we've seen a show before, that had zombies and a post-apocalyptic, kind of genre. So I think it was really good bringing that to life, and I think they did really well. Having a lot of great story arcs with survival mode and everything, and a lot of lovable characters. So, but I think in the later seasons it kind of got worse, and then they have so many spin-offs now. I think they just did so much with it. I think they should have just done a few spin-offs, and that's it. Now they have so many and so many. I can see why so many people want to continue with the characters that still survived from the last show or whatever. But I don't know. I just think they're doing too much with too little, basically now, and I think they should just kind of stick with more basics. I don't know. Anyway, so number three, great show. I mean, I remember watching this. Breaking Bad. I mean, that's kind of a runner-up with The Sopranos. That story, and honestly, that I think is number two on Rolling Stone magazine. I don't know if it still is, but yeah, last I looked, I think that was number three, or yeah, number two or number three. I was sadly funny that Walking Dead didn't even make it to the top 50. But no, The Wire was number two. That was another great show. I didn't even get to watch that show though. I'm thinking about watching it, but I've got like three shows that I'm trying to catch up on now. I just started Star Trek: The Next Generation, and I really like it. But yeah, Breaking Bad, and they actually, if you look at the commentary, if you ever haven't watched Breaking Bad, if you like pulse pounding, edge of your seat thriller, I mean, then I think you would like this show. Good crime thriller. I mean, it's pretty dark. I mean, it gets pretty dark and it gets very, very interesting. It just gets more and more intense as the show goes on. You don't have to watch every episode. Some episodes are stupid, but it's just one of those shows like some guy, he's dying of terminal cancer and he starts manufacturing drugs to support his family. And it's like always on the edge of his seat that he's going to get caught or whatever. So that's why the show is so cool. And I never thought I would like it, but yeah, I mean, it's just one of those shows that you can just binge watch, and it's very rare for a drama. So yeah, it was one of. I could see why it won so many enemies. So yeah, very good show. So it's up there. So anyway, those are the three that I can think of. So now the floor is your guys's. How many show? What's your favorite show? Comedy, sitcom, crime show, horror show? And we're living in 2025. There's so many different shows. There's anime. People tell me I should watch anime, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm just not into anime. So anyway, floor is your guys's. Tell me about your favorite shows or shows that you like to watch. Anyway, hello, Carter. How are you? Sonic the Hedgehog. That was a good show. I remember growing up in the '90s. That was actually pretty popular. That dominated Saturday morning cartoons. Yes, very good show. I'm trying to think. I got my top three. King of Queens too. That's a sitcom. I mean, as far as like comedy goes, I Love Lucy was up there. Oh, so I did talk about that. I Love Lucy, The Honeymooners. I like the classic ones, and then King of Queens. I like all those shows because I really like the husband and wife dynamic, and then the arguments between husband and wife. The type of comedy dynamic. I think that's just hilarious, and I think all those shows did it really well. Hello, AB. How are you? Can't read all that. ABDLK. Peace be with you. What are we in the 60s now? Oh, yeah. Hello, Andrew. How are you? I'm assuming you meant to say hello. I hear when I see this, I assume it just means hello, but it's a mistype. I have the same problem, my thumbs being so big, and I try to delete somebody else or put somebody else in a timeout, and then it pushes the wrong person, and then you have like 20 comments you're trying to answer. So that happens. I understand. So anyway, what's new with everybody? Everybody having a good weekend? Everybody have any fun plans for the weekend or what? I'd love to hear about it. Tell me your favorite shows, though. TV shows. This is what we're talking about in this one. There we go. I have no idea what that is. Okay. Hello. Now I hear good things about Stranger Things. Yes, Stranger Things, very good. I like it. I like it. So somebody told me it's just like watching like Super 8 and ET kind of put together. It's kind of more alien or and then it's kind of yeah, more alien, I think. I have so many shows I do want to watch that, but I mean that is on my to-do list, bucket list of things to watch, but I don't know, I think it's just more sci-fi from my understanding. It's one of those things. But somebody said you would actually like it. If you like Stephen King, you like sci-fi, that type of stuff, then you would like that show. That's basically what the show is kind of based on. But I don't know. I do want to watch The Haunting of Hill House too. I've never heard of that one. You have to elaborate on that. Never heard of that one. Or I haven't heard of that one. Not yet. So many shows. Don't mind me, I'm just practicing some handwriting. I don't know what you're saying. So I think this week we're gonna make spaghetti alla cecina, alla cecina. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. So yeah, it's gonna be a recipe that I wanted to make for a while, but I always forgot about. Very basic pasta, but it's really spicy and it's got a little spice to it. And you actually are gonna be charring. We're gonna be charring the pasta. So yeah, so that's gonna be that. So I think it just looks like a really cool new recipe. It's a little spicy. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I feel like it's gonna be a miss for me. I mean, it looks really cool, but it's so simple to make, and that's what we're gonna make this week. So yeah, hopefully if we get some time, we got a lot so much going on this week. So yeah, I try to keep all my streams pretty current. Try to do 3 or 4 times a week. Post on doing live, do a live like 3 or 4 times a week. So yeah, hopefully we'll get all our other stuff done and we'll be able to do that. And I'm debating on whether I could buy some fireworks with you guys and then shoot off some fireworks because where I'm at, we have an ordinance where you can buy fireworks from the 27th to the 4th and shoot off some fireworks. So it'd be kind of cool to shoot off some little small fireworks. Maybe I'll be able to get some on camera. That'd be kind of cool. So, as I say, second M 4th of July is my second favorite holiday. Well, of course, do I like McDonald's? Is the White House white? Course. I mean, I have a lot. Have you actually seen some of my shorts? I do a lot of I've done a lot of McDonald's reviews. I do. I am actually a big fast food foodie myself. Even though I like to cook like a chef and want to be, and I'm aspiring to be one of those one day. I also, I also, I think that's one of the reasons why I do a lot of do regular food reviews. Just like even people who cook and people who are chefs, they eat like regular people. So that's one of the reasons why I do like doing regular food reviews because it's familiar and people know about it. So yeah, it just makes me feel like a regular guy. I eat like a regular guy. I do like unhealthy fast food just like everybody else. Hello. I'm doing all right. Thank you. Thanks for asking. How are you? Same. No, I do love Big Macs. I love Enchiladas. I love it all. And that's one of the reasons, like I said, that's one of the reasons why I do like reviews on, fast food and just regular food in general on everything. Just makes you prove that I eat like a regular guy, just like everybody else. I'm not one of those weirdo, one of those vegetarians or vegans. So I'm not trashing them, but yeah. I do like some vegan recipes or vegetarian recipes, but yeah, I mean, cooked cow tastes too amazing, and Big Macs are so delicious. And then also too, you have the thing where you have a full time job. You're not going to cook every night. I mean, otherwise, I would probably cook every night if I had the opportunity to do so. I have a sweet tooth for Dunkin'. Oh, you're a dessert person. You're like my mom then. I'm not a big dessert person. I do like donuts, and I do like shit. Sorry, I spilled my drink a little bit. I like pies. Wait, you don't eat meat? Or are you saying, oh, I think I misunderstood you. I do eat meat, I'm saying. Oh, so you're saying you're a vegetarian? I'm not sure. Who don't eat meat or do eat meat? I do like donuts. I'm not a big cake person, except the one cake that I made, German chocolate cake. I actually like pies more than I like cakes. Pecan pie is where it's at. And then cheesecake. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. So heavenly. But for me, a lobster steak dinner would always is probably more likely going to win over a sweet normally because I just more salty savory. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like sugar highs, but on a good day, yeah, some cheesecake with some caramel crunch on top. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I guess I read that wrong. Maybe I need my glasses. Anyway. Oh yeah, so good. Steak is where it's at. I could eat steak. I could eat steak like 3 or 4 times a week. I know people that go on that actually do just do steak diets or do meat diets, and they're not bad. But I like a little variety. I mean, I get sick of things too often, but yeah, steak tastes good if it's cooked right. Yes, of course. Goat lamb, absolutely. Goat lamb. Never had goat. Wow, that's different. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, I love lamb. Lamb always on Easter. Oh, lamb chops, lamb and mint sauce. Oh yeah, I had that before. Yes, I did make that. I think you were there to see it. Do a call. Well, well, I don't normally. Oh, I'm like I don't do call. Oh, a live together or something. I don't go live with somebody I don't know. And I hate to say that. Some people look really legit and everything, but like somebody tried to go live with me the other day, and I didn't answer obviously, but like I saw it was like 3 times somebody tried to call. I didn't even get it, but yeah, you talk to other YouTubers that I'm friends with. They say don't ever go live with somebody you don't know. I mean that's how your channel gets ruined. And I hate this. I mean like there's like this other YouTuber that I'm friends with said yeah, that happened to another guy. Like he went live with somebody else, and this person started showing pornography on the live, and his channel's ruined. So yeah, I mean, I worked really hard. You work really hard to get your channel to where you want it to be. I'll be damned if somebody else is going to ruin it. I mean, that's what you have to be protect or whatever. And then there was another day. I don't know. I think I'm getting some stalker writer letters. I don't even think it's from. I don't. I think it's just from a regular person too. Somebody said, "Dude, I want to talk to you," and somebody sent me this. And the same guy sent me this other message saying, "Oh, maybe I should just mind my own business, but I really think you need a talking to." And something else that was really vulgar, and then something else that really made no sense. And I was like, and this is like the third time. And then like the other night, I got a third message from this person. I don't know if it's a regular subscriber or somebody. It's probably somebody who has watched my videos before. But I finally told him, I was like, dude, could you please stop texting me and stop writing me? I don't know you. I don't want to know you, but your messages are really inappropriate and they're kind of creeping me out. I was like, please leave me alone. So, yeah. So I told that to anybody, and I hate to say it when people ask me, "Can I be a mod or something?" I mean, like I have to know you for a little bit, and that's why I have to know that you're legit and you're obviously here to actually, support my channel, not to be a troll and try to ruin somebody else's channel. So I mean, people do that. So yeah, you got to be careful with that. Oh, excuse me. Well, I hate to say that to a lot of people, but some people look legit and they actually look like they actually just want to talk and be supportive of your channel and everything and have a good conversation with you. But I have an email for that specific reason. If somebody really, really wanted to, talk and connect and get to know me better and be a supportive person on my channel, then I have an email for that reason. So yeah, I mean, and that's how I've met quite a few of the YouTubers that I'm actually friends with now. So yeah. And then like after I get to know you on there after a little while, then yeah, more than likely I'm more than happy to actually make you a mod or somebody that's supportive of my channel. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do though, yeah. Mm. Oh man, when somebody sends me some Five Guys at Freddy's letter or something like that, or what do you call it? A fatal attraction email, I'm gonna delete it. That's it. It was kind of I kind of felt like I had that. I was like, please do not text me again. Please do not email me again. I'm not interested in talking to you. I don't know you like that, and I don't want to know you. Hello, Aria. How are you? And hello. Let's do a challenge. I don't know how. Like, how would you do a challenge? I just. Oh, thank you very much, AW. I appreciate it very much. Um, challenge. I know you can do challenges, but I'm not exactly sure how that works on for real though. Challenge. Don't mind me. Just practicing my handwriting here. A math problem? Is that what you're saying? Well, you already said hello, but thank you. You look familiar. I mean, sometimes when somebody comments quite often, they become the number one chat. Yeah, I do remember those. But yeah, there's some I just don't remember. But I tell you guys, I've been really thinking a lot about lately because I'm turning 37 actually here quite very very soon, and I'm thinking of I'm good, thank you. I just started noticing some things that are changing a little bit. Like, the last few nights I literally just went to bed at 11 o'clock, and I never really feel that way. I think age is really getting to me, so it's an interesting thing, which I don't really mind. And like I said, it's partially my fault because you shouldn't really be on your phone like until 3 in the morning. I know people do that. Being a YouTuber, of course, that's going to happen with me, but it creates too much stimulation for your brain. You should read books or read scripture or whatever, or do audiobooks. I do better with audiobooks. Helps your brain relax more. But knowing me, but last night, I was gonna go on, or no, the night before, the last two Monday and Tuesday, I was gonna do watch some shows and probably maybe do a quick live, but I just couldn't do it after 11 o'clock. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. I literally just started feeling old. Basically, I'm just telling you guys that I'm feeling old. I'm feeling my age upon me now. Well, congratulations. There's no other way to say this, but yeah, I'm feeling old. So am I. Monsters and nicotine. I ain't got no time to sleep. I used to feel that way, man. I tell you, when I was in my 20s, I could focus on like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And I worked graveyard shift, and I actually loved it too at the time. But after several years, I'll tell you, I used to drink those two monsters. I have the coffee monsters. I'm not a big energy drink person, but the monster coffee ones. But after a while, you build a tolerance to them. And nicotine, I totally dig. I was in my 20s when I was in my college years age. Oh yeah, that's how I felt too. But I actually was okay with it. I could sleep for a few hours and I'd be okay. That was back in the day when I could actually function on 3 or 4 hours of sleep. But no, I totally feel you. I didn't drink Monsters though. I'm more of a coffee drinker. Always been a coffee drinker. The twirl? Do a twirl with my my fingers. Twirl my keychain. I can't do a twirl. I don't do ballet. I gotta put my ballet dress on or something. Spin in a circle. Oh, okay. I hope everything's okay. Take care, Esther. Well, I appreciate that. I don't get very many, but I really appreciate it what does happen. Well, if you're they're always appreciated. They're not mandatory, but they're appreciated. I thank you. It used to be my goal, just to get monetized and make money. But after I met a few YouTubers and I realized that, YouTube is something that you really you should it should be a goal to get monetized, but it also shouldn't be your only goal. It should be, you should really enjoy what you do on YouTube. If you're just in it for the money, then you're not really gonna like it. You might not last very long. And my brothers, I think that's one of the reasons. I had relatives that do YouTube still. They don't do it as often, but it kind of fell apart because they were just in it for the money. But and I talked to one of my other good friends on here too that tells me the same thing. I like doing YouTube. I don't mind if I do make money, but yeah, I mean, like I do it for the social networking thing, and that's kind of how I feel too. And I never thought there would be a good social network with YouTube. I met some really nice people. It's really nice to meet people that share your love for food or share the love of the things or take appreciation for what you do and inspire them. So yeah, it's really nice, and yeah, so it's a social networking thing for me now. That's what I like. But yeah, I mean, it is definitely a goal, working hard, making lives and, making good content continuously and hoping that someday and, being that goal that I do make good money or make money someday, get monetized and get paid for, the great content that I post. Yeah, you want your hard work to pay off. So that's understandable. Hello. I have a piece of paper right here. I'm just practicing my signature, my John Hancock on here. Uh-oh. Want me to write your will down or something? I'm just practicing my handwriting. That's all I'm doing. Hmm. Ooh, what we do in the shadows? I saw Better Saul Saul. I was thinking about watching that, but I couldn't get past the first episode. But I said after you get to the past the first episode, that's not a show though. That's a movie. What we do in the shadows. I've heard of that. I used to. Well, I mean, I had pictures. If you go on my post, actually, I mean, at one point, I actually didn't want to go to school to be an artist. So I do have some drawings on my posts. So if you want to go watch, you can look. Tom and Jerry. There we go. That's right up my alley. There we go. Very good. Very good. Really? I did not know that. I heard of it as being a movie, but yeah, I thought it was more of a comedy horror about vampire family, right? Oh, right, okay. Oh, is it still on or is it done? I was like, that came out because I remember that came out a while back. About a family full of vampires and they just living in a modern society. I mean, is there anything else associated? Is there any catch? Any other kicker or catch with the show or what? I remember seeing it. I remember seeing the trailer and everything. I was like, I didn't really catch my eye, but I don't know. Maybe the show may be better. I do like vampire shows, but they have to be done right. They're just really, really hit or miss. Oh man, the best one of the best vampire flicks though is and always will be is what do you call it? Interview with the Vampire. Very good. Oh hey Nate, how are you? I was wondering where you been. Are you still in America? How you been? Really? Spoilers. Spoiler alerts. Spoiler alerts ahead. Yes. Well, yes, that happens in a lot of on a lot of channels who do film reviews. Spoiler alerts ahead. I mean, just to get you an idea of why they actually enjoy or dislike the film or the show that they're talking about. So yeah, that does happen. And I hate to do that, but yeah, spoiler alerts ahead. Well, I'm not spoiling though. Still in America. How's America treating you? Well, I hate to ask, but sure, why not? Mm, I'm just practicing my handwriting, my John Hancock here. That's all. I had to write in cursive when I went to school, so yeah, that was a little challenge at first. Just nice to remember how I remember spelling my name in cursive or whatever. So yeah, okay. Top Gear. Oh, I've heard of that. Yes, that comes on same show, the same History Channel, right? Or does that come on Discovery? I'm not sure. I think of Top Gear, and then I think of Pawn Stars, and then I think of House Hunters. Oh, you're into reality. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, so you're into fixer upper shows. Okay, cool, cool. Like Handyman, stuff like that. That's good. Yes, History Channel. And then I think of Pawn Stars, and then I think of American Pickers. It's funny. All these shows. I remember when History Channel used to actually teach history. Now it actually is kind of getting overrun by reality shows. But they're good shows. Not gonna lie. But I remember back in the day they actually had documentaries. I don't really see as many documentaries on the History Channel anymore. Is that right, huh? Cool. So Nate, I would say, curious, if you had the chance to move to America, would you? Do you like America better than Australia? Maybe that's not a good question because Australia is your home. So I don't know. Is America better than Australia? I haven't been to Australia, so I can't really give an opinion. It's all right. Yes, it did exactly. Okay. Hello, Alyssa. How are you? Oh shit! I put the wrong one on there. Okay, much better. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh wow. Oh, you believe in there's an atomic fallout gonna happen? Sound like my mom. She believes in that end of the world stuff. My parents are into the worlders. Demon Slayer. I heard of that. I'm sorry. Probably wouldn't move to. I'm really sorry about it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope your brother's all right and everything. So I can see that's why. So that's why you came to America too. I hope he's okay though. Well, I can't really say either because I've never been to Australia, but I mean, yeah, it depends on your home too. If you're what you're used to and where your home is too. So yeah. Tom and Jerry. I've heard that twice already. Very good. Tom and Jerry. Oh, that is a good show. Yes, that is my childhood show. That's right up my alley. There we go. Now you're speaking my language. Well, that's okay. Argentina. Everybody thinks your team is going to win the World Cup, and please don't. Oh, who said that? I don't talk sports, but yeah. Oof. Wow. That's always sad to hear about that. Yeah, I have a coworker out because he was in an accident too. Canada. I really wanted to visit Canada this year, but I decided not to. I think I'm going to try to do that this year, though. I really do want to make a trip to Canada, though. And only because, like, I actually have coworkers that are from Canada, and they say if you really like good scenery, you would like it. Because we had this discussion about Canada, country wise and government wise. I don't think I would ever move to Canada or anything. But a lot of people say you take aside from that, if you like good scenery, Canada is a good place to visit. You'd like that, and the money over there is really pretty. And they have a toonie and a loony. I would like to see Canadian money. It's really cool when you go to other countries and you learn about other countries and see their currency and their way of life, their government, and their social interaction and what they do and don't do. That's different than America. It's really interesting. I haven't heard of that one. I have to look that up. A lot of things that I like to look up, yeah. And that's another thing too, why I like doing lives where I just talk about regular topics, everyday life topics like favorite show, favorite color, favorite movie, favorite food. And people talk about stuff that I haven't heard of, and I'm like, well, I'll have to look that up. I can imagine. Yeah, I really wanted to go up to Winnipeg because that's only 11 hours away from me. I was actually going to do a drive one of these days. You asked me this the other night, but yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Somebody's so eager to be a moderator, then obviously they have sinister intentions. Oh, so you've been there, Canada too? Oh, you traveled a lot more than me, man. I feel like nobody now. I haven't really traveled. Have I heard of Toy Story? Of course. I was gonna watch the other one, Toy Story 5, the other night, but I got so tired. I actually started feeling my age. I'm about to turn 37, and I just couldn't keep my eyes open, so I went to bed, which is pretty rare for me to go to bed at 11. So but yes, I I'm planning on watching that this week. It might be tonight or this weekend. Probably gonna be this weekend though. That's probably one of the best Pixar movies though. Toy Story 5, for sure. Oh, of course I watch Family Guy. I stopped after season 11 though. I'm really behind on it. My roommate used to watch it. Used to watch the crap out of it. He had us all see. He had up to season 11. So yeah, I got to see a lot of it, but yeah. Who, Edward Norton? Is that what you're talking about? Nice to meet you. Oh wow, kind of cool. You're able to watch American shows over there. Okay, cool. I didn't know how what avail American stuff is available over there. Rick and Morty, haven't seen it. I've heard of it, but yeah. Cartoon. I'm not really into cartoon, adult cartoon shows though. I like, kid cartoon shows. I watched a lot of cartoons when I was a kid, but yeah, like adult, like cartoon shows that are like for adults. Just not as into that as reality with people, or with actors, human actors, people actors. Just more me. No, there's some funny ones, and Family Guy. You definitely like. There's some funny episodes, and there's some episodes that you have to watch. I feel like you have to watch like 5 episodes before you find one that's like really hilarious. But there's just that one cutaway gag that's really freaking hilarious. Though I agree. Rick and Morty. Heard that twice already, so it's pretty popular. Sour cream and onion. That's good too. Have you tried the Lay's pickle chips? Oh my gosh, so good. Pickle flavor, so good. Girls Meet World. You like Boy Meets World or something? Wow, you can actually get Disney Channel on India. Interesting. I don't know how that works, but yeah. I talked to a few people from foreign countries, and they're like, "Oh, I don't really see American shows over here that much." I don't know. I guess it depends on where you are. I don't play video games, but I would say my favorite game that I did play was Halo 2. That was back in the day when I played. That's how old I am. I had an Xbox, and I talked about this the other night. And I had one back when Xbox One was a thing, but I actually got it stolen from me. And I was gonna be no, actually, I was gonna play Minecraft on that, and that was when Minecraft was a thing. But that's it. And but when it got stolen from me, and I just never really got to the point of buying another one. So yeah, that was the last time I ever gamed really when Minecraft was a thing. Yeah, I know, right? It's a lot to talk about, talk about a lot. And that's why I like talking about like open-ended conversation, like, non-controversial topics. I don't watch the World Cup, but I'm learning about it from coworkers that watch it. But I think Messi won another game, from my understanding. America, expensive and not getting any cheaper. The Sopranos, that's number one on the list. I don't know if you've ever heard, and that's a little older, but yeah. No, I have not. Never heard of that game. Never heard of that. Yeah. Minecraft, I would donate if you want to buy a console. Really? I would consider it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would ever post it or anything, but yeah. I mean, yeah, I had years ago, but yeah, years ago, it was like back in 2019, I had the latest console they had. It was the no, it was 2018. I'm sorry, 2018. Whatever was it around in 2018. I had a console and I had a TV, and I was from Rent a Center. I actually got robbed. I had my house, or I had my apartment broken into. Both of them got robbed. So the nice thing was I didn't pay for them all. I was kind of paying. I was renting to buy them, but yeah, that was it. That was the last time I ever had a gaming system. I never got into. I was gonna play Minecraft. I was gonna play all the whatever games that everybody talked about. Like you need to play Fortnite. You need to play Minecraft. But yeah, I would consider that though. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what games are hot now, so yeah, I'm really behind on all that. TADC, by the way. I've heard of it. You're the second person that said that. I have not heard of that show. I'll have to look into it. See, and this is one of the reasons why I like talking about this. Because, it makes me look up things that I've never heard of. Yeah, I learn about things. I learn things from you guys. Oh, it's still the most popular game now? Minecraft? I thought it was Fortnite. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that. I thought that kind of lost its spotlight. But yeah, you might. If you're a gamer, you probably would know. I'll take your word for it. House. That was a good show. I heard good things about it. I never watched. I haven't watched clips of it, but yeah. Stargate. That's another popular one. Phobia. Mm, Beetleborgs. Of course, I remember Beetleborgs. Oh yeah, Beetleborgs Metallics. Heck yeah. Trypophobia. Let's see. I don't like heights. I definitely don't like heights. Took me years to finally go on the Ferris wheel, but yeah. That's one of my bigger ones. Well, it's probably one that doesn't stand out, but I don't know. I think I would say I don't like the ocean that much. I mean, I do, but I don't like being. So, I mean, like, I don't really like going on the beach and going in the ocean. I don't like when something touches my leg or something. It could be like a jellyfish stinging me or something. Eesh, kind of scares me. I guess if I was on a dependable boat out in the middle of the ocean, I would be okay. But like if I'm on an undependable boat or a reliable boat and there's a storm going on, no, I don't like the ocean. That would kind of scare the crap out of me. So I guess kind of the ocean. Mad Men, that was another one. I remember that came out at the same time as Breaking Bad. I never got into it though. Oh no, you totally fine. You do what you need to do though. And thanks for stopping by. And thanks for offering the donation. I appreciate that. Ted Lasso. I've heard. Is that a comedian? That's a comedian, right? I should know who that is. My mind's blowing blank though. Apple TV. Well, I hate to add. Oh, I hate to say, guys, but oh crap, I might get in trouble for this. I know how to bootleg movies. I actually could watch Toy Story right now if I wanted to. Toy Story 5. But I think a lot of people know how to bootleg movies. Which is really sad because I do like the nostalgia of going to the theater. But just going to a theater is so expensive nowadays. Everything's so expensive. That's the thing about America. Somebody also said earlier they want to visit America. Well, I think you would enjoy visiting America if you want something different, but just be prepared to actually spend a lot of money. Spend a lot more money than you used to. Foundation, okay. Haven't heard of that. Small holes. Mhm. Well, oh, I wouldn't have known that. I thought it meant something totally different. Philadelphia. Or Philadelphia. Hmm. Reese's peanut butter sounds really good. We had ice cream today. It was crap though. We had a meeting and we always have ice cream in our meetings, but we had just the ice cream sandwiches. I liked those as a kid, but I don't really like them anymore. The mint ones are okay, but yeah. Reese's peanut butter ice cream. Oh yeah, that's probably that's max. Oh yeah, that's probably yeah, I like Reese's peanut butter. I never used to when I was a kid, but oh yeah, Reese. I would take Reese's peanut butter over chocolate any day. Oh yeah, I root for them. They're not, yeah, they're up there. They're in my top five favorite for sure. They're not my favorite out of my top five, but yeah, they're up there. Succession is like HBO. Okay, well, I got a lot to look up. I have to write these down, and that's another thing I'm writing down. All the shows that you guys are talking about. Let's see, the Great Circus Show, whatever the heck that was called. I don't know. The Digital Circus. Okay, so that's another thing. Just talk about like favorite movies, favorite TV shows. I have to write this down. I'm definitely gonna look that up though. All right, guys. Well, age is catching up to me, so fortunately, I'm probably gonna take off. But anyway, oh hey, you doing, Coyote? Well, we're about to end the live though. I'm sorry I can't stick around too much longer, but I'm getting old. Oh yeah, Serenity. I know what that is. That's a movie. Backrooms. You too. Thanks for stopping by. Well, I'm getting old, so yeah, I'm about to be a year older here in about 5 or 6 weeks. So yeah, I'm getting tired. All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the conversations. Thanks for all the recommendations. I appreciate it. I got a lot to look up, so that's what I was writing down too. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great night. And as always, happy cooking, everybody. Bye. Sorry, Chelsea. I'm about to take off. Catch you in my next live.